Good day everyone, let's talk about teenagers affected by peer pressure presented by Jean-Paul Perez from 11 Prudence. Now let's discuss the meaning of peer pressure. So what is peer pressure is? Peers play a large role in the social and emotional development of children and adolescents. Their influence begins at an early age and increases through the teenage years. It is natural, healthy, and important for children to have and rely on friends as they grow and mature. Peers can be positive and supportive. They can help each other develop new skills or stimulate interest in books, music, or extracurricular activities. However, peers can also have a negative influence. They can encourage each other to skip classes, steal, cheat, use drugs or alcohol, share inappropriate material online, or become involved in other risky behaviors. The majority of teens with substance abuse problems began using drugs or alcohol as a result of peer pressure. This pressure can happen in person or on social media. Kids often give into peer pressure because they want to fit in, they want to be liked, and they worry that they may be left out or made fun of if they don't go along with the group. There are two types of peer pressure. Even though peer pressure can be both positive and negative, it is mostly considered as a negative aspect of socialization. Positive peer pressure is when someone's peer influences them to do something positive or growth building. On the other hand, negative peer pressure influence that sways people toward risky activities such as criminal behavior, underage drinking, drug use, and an overall unhealthy lifestyle. Here are the few examples of peer pressure. Example of positive peer pressure is encourage a friend to study more in order to improve their grades, while the example of negative peer pressure is influencing others such as underage drinking or smoking, and it can lead into bullying. The main purpose of peer pressure. Peer pressure aims to get us to conform and to change our behavior in ways that may not be good for us. And that's why it's important for you not to give in. It's important to remember that everyone has the right to make their own decisions, and that you should never feel pressured by your peers into doing something you don't want to do. You should be proud of yourself for knowing what you want or what's the best for you and being able to stand for it. Here are the tips about peer pressure to share with your friends. Number 1 is stay away from peers who pressure you to do things that seem wrong or dangerous. Number 2 is to learn how to say no and practice how to avoid or get out of situations which feel unsafe or uncomfortable. Number 3 is to spend time with other kids who resist peer pressure. It helps to have at least one friend who is also willing to say no. And last, number 4 is, if you have problems with peer pressure, talk to a grown-up you trust, like a parent, teacher, or a school counselor. So here are the questions. How are you going to get better at anything if you don't have someone rooting for you? And how are you going to stay on the right track if you are not inspired by others who are trying their best? The good news is that there's plenty of people out there who want to help but they can't do it alone. They need your help too. I'm hoping you'll join me in supporting positive peer pressure. Thank you everyone, we hope you learned something new from us. If you have any concerns and questions, you can visit our website below for more details.